there's no good reason to be up here looking in their cars.
I'm just taking pictures.
Okay, but you're looking in their vehicles.
Taking pictures.
Do you have ID with you?
Taking pictures. Yeah, I do.
Regardless, I'll put what you guys both said, okay? I will give you a case number if you want it.
Oh.
If you don't want it, I'll save the paper. If you want it, I can give it to you. So
Depends on the circumstance. When we have a city ordinance, you could fight it in court with.
No, that's a big thing. Like I could fight that, and I'd most likely win because I've done it.
Yes.
Who's the watch commander? Okay, who's the highest ranking member of the 25th district?
Welcome to today's video. We all know that citizens have fundamental freedoms, but what happens when those rights are violated? Who will stand up to protect us in those tense situations? To answer this question, we will explore the intense confrontations between auditors and law enforcement to see how they defend their rights in difficult circumstances. Through these situations, we not only witness their determination to protect civil rights, but also draw valuable lessons on how to defend ourselves in similar situations. If you find this content helpful, please like and share the video to spread this important message to more people. Now let's get started. Moving on to the first situation, the police made a serious mistake by assuming they had the right to detain someone simply for filming their vehicles.
And where was your reasonable suspicion to detain me?
I told you that you're wandering around looking into our car.
That's not reasonable suspicion. I was wandering around taking pictures. Part of taking pictures is looking. There's a difference.
An auditor was exercising his First Amendment rights by recording everything around him in a public area in Rockland, California. He was filming outside the police station, particularly the area where the detective vehicles were parked. This is a legal act under his fundamental rights. However, at that moment, one of the officers named Paxton approached and asked him to stop filming, claiming he should not record the detective vehicles. Specifically, this officer even went as far as to threaten arrest, which is a clear violation of this individual's Fourth Amendment rights.
Cars look like out here in Rockland. Hanging out? What are you doing?
Holy shit.
Is there an issue?
Well, we were called, said you were looking in the detective's cars.
Yeah?
Might you explain that to me?
Well, I was just taking pictures. Now I'm recording. What's the issue?
Well, there's no good reason to be up here looking in their car, okay? But you're looking in their vehicles.
Taking pictures.
Do you have ID with you?
Taking pictures. Yeah, I do.
Can I see it?
I don't know how all that works, but
well, it is kind of suspicious that you're looking in the vehicle.
okay.
So yeah, you're detained.
What the fuck?
And I would like to
Crazy.
Just activity. How do I know you're not burglarizing vehicles or trying to steal weapons out of a police vehicle?
No, I'm just taking pictures. I'm just walking around taking pictures.
Okay.
So what's the? Okay.
Okay. And it's because your activity, it looks like it's possibly, it clearly says detective parking right here. You obviously know these are detective vehicles, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was taking pictures. I thought it was cool that they had their own little spot. I don't understand burglarizing vehicles. I don't get it.
Well, because we have, and everybody knows that as they break into them or prior to doing so, that's a common practice of people who break into cars, of people looking into people's cars because they're breaking into cars. That's a common thing that happens everywhere. Activity that you're looking into cars that don't, obviously you know, and we know, don't belong to you. So why would you look into a car that doesn't belong to you?
Burglary, right? It doesn't have to be breaking into a car.
You're right, there could be, and that's why I'm asking you if there are that you have reasons that you would be looking into these cars.
Well, yeah, I was taking pictures.
Of the inside of police vehicles?
Of anything. I was just taking pictures of them.
Okay. Did you find anything cool?
Not yet. You interrupted me, so I don't know what to.
How'd you get here?
What was that?
How did you get here? Live here.
Why? I'm
trying to find a good reason as to why you're right here in this parking lot looking into the police vehicles.
Of cars, whatever, anything, not just here, everywhere, all over this little area. Do I need another reason? I don't know how all that works, and okay. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I just don't know the issue might be.
Let me ask you this. Do you own a car?
What was that?
Do you own a car?
Yeah.
Standing on your driveway or wherever you live, would you have an issue with that?
If somebody was looking at my car standing on my driveway where I lived, would I have an issue with it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably come out and ask them what they're doing. You don't live here, right? This ain't your house, and these aren't your cars either.
You don't work here, do you?
What?
Do you work here? You said that you would have questions for this person because they're on your property. They don't live there, right?
I don't understand. I still don't understand why it
the
matters.
question.
I understand the question. I don't understand how it pertains to this.
It's not a public parking lot. It's owned by the city, right? But it's not open to the public. And your words, you're looking at in 2 cars, looking for anything cool.
I said that I see that
Which means you're looking, correct?
that I think is cool.
Okay, so that's suspicious because if you see something that's cool and so we're thinking that you
so automatically I'm gonna steal it. Automatically somebody's gonna steal it.
In public areas, filming parking lots is completely legal, especially when there are no signs prohibiting it, as in this situation. The Supreme Court in California Penal Code Section 148G have affirmed that taking photos in public areas cannot be considered suspicious behavior. Therefore, the officer's demand to stop filming without reasonable grounds is an unlawful act that violates the rights of the citizen.
Reasonable suspicion and how that works and how that gives officers the ability to contact you.
I don't know what that is. No, I'm not a law guy. I don't know nothing about that stuff.
But
so
I see the tag people that have been doing videos like that, but I know
the tag
videos, there's people that are going to be, they're seeing if we're going to honor your rights, right? And then people review and they give opinions on it, right?
Oh.
What police departments are honoring your rights, right?
Okay.
And I'm all for that, and I'm all for educating people. And I can educate you, the ability to contact you, detain you, identify you, right?
Okay.
Because I think that might be possibly the point of this video, right? But my sergeant's trying to explain to you why we're out here.
Well, your sergeant's kind of being a little more video, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I have never been to Roseville in my life, so of anything I can see. Like, I'm a photographer. Anything I think is cool, I put together blogs. I put together collages of photos sometimes on the internet. It's not, that's it.
Yeah,
so I don't understand what the... yeah, but I don't understand why I'm detained or what the big issue is as far as that goes.
The same thing my sergeant explained to you, where if this was someone at your home, around your vehicle, they would detain that person, identify that person, and understand why are they around a vehicle that does not belong to them. And teaches officers and trains officers to do, right? So you don't know about that? That's awesome. That's why I'm explaining it to you. Same thing here. Vehicles belonging to a detective. It's in a detective spot on a piece of property that's not open to the public. Vehicles, same situation that we're trained on. If you're up on a vehicle, there's reasonable suspicion that a crime may occur. We're trying to figure out
if I'm up on a vehicle, there's reasonable. What do you mean up on? If I'm standing on the vehicle,
belong to you. That's all.
We're next to. I know, but we're next to vehicles that don't belong to us all day. You walk those vehicles. You ever glance into a vehicle? Somebody sitting there. You look in. That's not.
What's your plan?
What's your plan? I don't know, and I'm just taking pictures. I don't understand what your what's your plan?
At this point,
well, hold on. Who am I talking to? The sergeant or the? Well, now it's a little irritating because you guys, I'm detained for some unknown reason. Promise. This guy's laughing at me because he has an attitude problem. I don't understand what his issue is either.
So when somebody's looking into the cars,
somebody can be looking into cars for a million reasons.
Oftentimes, one of those reasons is because they're looking to break into the car or steal something out of it. That is a very.
And what indicators do you have to back that scenario up? Me looking at, is that a scenario that backs up burglarizing a vehicle?
Sure does.
It does?
Looking into people's
in
cars.
front of you, taking pictures of the license plate.
Is that what you're
That's reasonable suspicion for a burglary?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Good luck with that. Actually, I know more about it than you do. I know more about it than you do, and both of you guys as well. Yeah, that doesn't true. You need reasonable suspicion of a crime. You have to have fact to back it up. Me walking around a police station looking at vehicles isn't fact. Too, for saying that this isn't public accessible, because it is. Public non-secured areas, does this one have it? It says a detective vehicle. Yeah, only detectives could park here. Where does it say property? These are public vehicles. Now, let me ask you something. Do you know how the Supreme Court works? Maybe a little bit. You can come take pictures of your vehicles, the personnel, anything we want in public accessible areas. Do you know that? Because the Supreme Court told me I can come take pictures. And do you know 148G? G says that somebody taking pictures, which is all you have, me taking pictures, is not suspicious. No, it's not.
It's still
Your
under reasonable
detective
suspicion.
vehicle means nothing.
It's still under
It means
reasonable
nothing.
suspicion.
This is our vehicle. Personal
it's not.
vehicle. If this is a public vehicle,
It's a detective
these are our
vehicle.
vehicles.
Yeah, look,
so there's no, at the bottom, crap. You knew what I was doing, and you still made your department look bad.
I
So
didn't make my department
if you
look
were
bad.
walking-
yeah, you're making your department look stupid.
Lead us on badge number 303, and today you've done nothing but just prove to us that we already knew what you were doing. We explained reasonable suspicion.
Then still
Because we're trying
here.
to figure out why you're still here.
Because I'm taking pictures of your vehicle. Name
Okay.
and badge number.
And just so
name
you
and
know,
badge number. Name and badge number.
I'll give it to you in a second. Just
Well,
so you
before
know-
we continue, I got to get everybody's name and badge number. What's your name and badge number? 2 every once in a while. If you guys ask me right now, I'm going to say my name's right here as well.
Okay.
So what's your name and badge number?
Right here.
Garbage. Trash. Get her off the street.
All right,
What's your
mine-
name and badge
You want
number?
mine real quick? You asked mine first, right?
Right there. The one who said, who are you talking to?
Who's me?
The big ugly guy who's talking to me. What's your name and badge number?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good luck with my name because it's right here as well. So you guys should go.
The police are increasingly engaging in excessive actions, which not only demonstrate a lack of understanding of the law, but also exhibit a non-cooperative attitude when interacting with citizens. I truly wonder what made them feel tense in this situation when the citizen was merely exercising basic rights protected by the Constitution.
You don't have reasonable suspicion of a crime. Me walking around taking pictures of these vehicles. The Supreme Court has already said I could do this. Suspicion.
point.
And what
Yes, I
can you
can.
do with reasonable suspicion?
I can
You
still
can't get
detain
my
you and figure out
ID.
what's going
You
on.
can't get my ID.
Yes,
You
I
can
can.
stand.
You know that.
You ain't gonna get it. So I guarantee you don't get my ID.
He's not. I know he's not. No, we're
Then
not
you're gonna be.
leave.
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Just so
You
you
can
know.
move to the sidewalk.
No, I'm gonna stay here. Okay, that's exactly. I can be here. Have you figured that out yet? Make your department look good. Act like good cop. Fishing because you
Come here, you're talking
listen.
disrespectful to us. You're
Well, look what you're doing.
My sergeant-
You guys cross-detained for 16 minutes without reasonable suspicion of an actual crime. 148G says I can take suspicion, can't be turned into reasonable suspicion. The Supreme Court said I can do this. Where's your reasonable suspicion? On top of that, alone looking in vehicles does not constitute a crime. Reasonable suspicion.
Constitute reasonable.
Hey, good luck, man. You might as well get back to work.
If you were walking
Especially
through
her.
a Target parking lot looking into citizens' vehicles, not police vehicles, and somebody called and said, "Hey,
There we go. We got one smart one going back to work.
Contact them too." Like I just said,
Because it's a detective vehicle, it gives you reasonable suspicion.
no, like I just said,
I got
it
her
would
on camera
would
saying it.
still
Send her
be-
back to
like I
class.
said, it would
No, you're
still
not.
be
These
reasonable
are our
suspicion.
cars. This is my car. See, I could touch this car. I could lean on this car. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not almighty and powerful because you got that badge and gun. Then stop act. I don't. All right. Where's your reasonable suspicion? And what's going to happen? Don't have reasonable suspicion. And these two right here are smart enough to know that. You're not. You're the dangerous officers that we want off the street.
Like, here's the thing, okay?
The thing is you should go back to work. You're dismissed.
You say I've had you
You're
detained-
dismissed as well. You can go back. I just did.
You say I've had you detained for 15 minutes?
17 now. Actually 18.
Have you asked if
You have to tell me I'm free to
I
go.
don't have to tell you.
You trying to backtrack? Yeah, you do. Once you tell me I'm detained, I have to stand. It's not my job to ask. It's not my job to ask. It's not my job to ask.
If I tell you,
Can you move, please? I need to leave.
Oh, you gonna back out? Yeah, I'll move, no problem.
Thank you.
I guess that's one of the detectives. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, man. I'm detained until you tell me I'm not detained. That's detained 18 minutes later.
Oh, okay.
And where was your reasonable suspicion to detain me?
I told you that you're wandering around looking into our.
In the end, they allowed this innocent citizen to leave. I am genuinely impressed by his understanding of the law in this situation. As for the police officers, I hope they will recognize their mistakes and learn from them to avoid repeating them in the future.
Wandering around taking pictures. Part of taking pictures is looking. There's a difference. You have to look to take pictures. So what's your reasonable suspicion again? You see this dude getting all mad here.
Because okay,
Yeah, I'll be here longer than you guys. I promise you that.
that's good. That's good.
So see you guys later. You're just buckle and bounce. That was dumb. You guys shouldn't have
hang
came
out
up
here
like
too,
that.
man.
No, you
we can all
can.
hang out
You
too, if that's
you
the
can.
case.
You take
Yeah.
pictures and it is what it is.
It is. Do your thing.
I will. I am actually right now. You guys don't know what you're doing. It's pretty simple. You got a little snapping turtle right here who's argue and be aggressive, and it's pointless. If you guys would have came out and said, "Hey, what's going on, man? What do you?" We know what you're doing. Remember that? We know what you're doing. So it could have been, "Oh, you're taking pictures." Person watch you. You guys didn't do that, huh? You showed up in force, cars driving everywhere. You guys came out like you're gonna attack. Horrible,
Like I said,
horrible,
we thought-
horrible. Fail.
And
Fail.
Somebody called about you looking in the cars.
Well, could it have been your dog catcher person that watched me take pictures at that gate as well? So it wasn't up, because I watched her call in. I watched them call in. I watched your dog catcher call in. And then I came in here, started looking at vehicles, and they watched me as they drove by. So,
all right.
anyways, there goes the...
You're just playing a game, so that's cool.
So, yes, go back to work. There you go. See you guys later.
I have enough training.
No, you need a little more. I would have been super cool with you if you weren't pulling all that nonsense. I think you got pretty girl syndrome. Because you're pretty, you act like that. That's the problem. See you guys next time. Dumbass.
This situation emphasizes that police officers need to equip themselves with solid legal knowledge to ensure they behave appropriately in all circumstances and effectively protect citizens' rights. When the police ask you to verify your identity or show ID without reasonable suspicion, say no, and they won't be able to do anything to you.
Can I get your name?
I'm sorry. I'm not answering questions.
Why are we here?
I'm not answering questions.
In an area on the street in Wichita, Kansas, a citizen using Wi-Fi at a nearby store was suddenly accused of stalking a woman. Officer Runyon immediately arrived and requested to see this person's driver's license. According to the Fifth Amendment, citizens have the right not to self-incriminate, and therefore, they do not need to provide information without reasonable grounds. This request from the police clearly indicates that the citizen's rights are being violated.
Hey, sir.
I'm trying to listen. I'm sorry. I gotta hear what I have.
Can I get your name?
I'm sorry. I'm not answering questions.
So why are we here? Is this your vehicle? You operating it? If you drive away in it, I need to make sure you're a valid license holder. When that's requested.
You're really rude.
You're required in the state of Kansas to present your operators.
And you just keep going.
You're not familiar with that law? So I'm being rude by asking who you are? I got one on too. Asking who you are.
Runyon, R-U-N-A-Y-A-N. All right.
I'm being rude by asking who you are.
This is a crazy...
Okay. Is this your car? No, I'm not listening to them. Is this your car?
Why is she putting herself in jeopardy?
Sir,
I gotta ask that.
The other female.
Why is she putting herself in jeopardy? Oh yeah. I didn't even notice. I'm trying to listen.
Well, maybe you should look for it.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
Okay.
Driver's license for driver's license.
That's not going to happen. I'll give you my name and my ID number.
That's not...
Okay. That's not how this is going to work.
Well,
you've been involved in disturbance now and you need to identify yourself.
And I also need to listen.
Well,
I'm telling you, I've identified my
Situation because
why is
I just walk over and then she just starts
accusing
of
this
following
here?
her.
Or was it somewhere else?
Yeah, it was over at the doors of the Bed Bath & Beyond. So
you were using their Wi-Fi.
I walked over to use the Wi-Fi, and as soon as I walked, and what I heard before you came here was that somebody was riding a bicycle, all right, around her. I think that's where the mistake was. I did not ride my bicycle. So whoever this person was who was riding their bicycle, somehow she associates that person with me because I have a bicycle. And then she says I came back.
No, I'm like, I don't need to hear.
But I just told you what I did. I just been hanging out here, and then I've walked over there a couple of times. And this last time she was there, it doesn't reach here, so I have to get closer. And it's nice to get in the shade too. I like this spot. Oh, and also I'm charging up. I wanted to be I want to watch that. So when you guys arrest me, I gotta let you know that needs to be taken care of. You know, when you tie up my hands with your handcuffs, I won't be able to put them in my car. So I'd have to
avoid all that.
And I am the owner of this car. You know that. Well, what's your? I got Runyon.
What's your first name?
Well, I'm willing to trade that information with you. What's your first name? Okay. Well then, yeah, that's kind of hard to negotiate information. As far as I'm willing to negotiate, because I could sit here completely silent. I have a Fourth Amendment right.
We wouldn't be sitting here very long if you're complete.
Although remaining calm throughout the conversation, the officers were wrong to attempt to verify the citizen's identity and ID in this case. This action not only shows a violation of the Fourth Amendment, but also reflects an overreach of police authority in demanding identification without just cause.
Your log that you have to sue, which is not a part, that's police log stuff within your institution, your own organization. You've got to gather your information, but there's also my rights too to get your information within your department. So
what right is that?
What right is that?
You're stepping over.
Well, when you demand information from me, that's illegal.
You should go study the Constitution and your amendments there, boss.
When you search me,
you really do, because you've been quoted and you. What kind of legal courses have you taken?
What kind of legal courses have you taken?
Quite a few, matter of fact.
You didn't answer his question.
Well, I mean,
because he can't, because everything he says is.
I'm trying to make a conversation. Wow. All right. Got the whole police force.
Well, yeah, I told you.
Simple situation
that you could have just identified yourself,
and it turns into me being the bad guy. To say, this is my car and everything under it it's mine.
What about everything in it?
In it too, yeah.
Okay, that'll be good.
In any case, I believe the police should act based on evidence and adhere to legal regulations rather than relying on emotions or anyone's subjective judgment. This ensures justice and protects the legal rights of all citizens, preventing abuse of power and violations of constitutional rights.
Yeah, this is what we got going on, okay? She felt, she said that she had noticed you earlier. You had kind of approached up over there, which you did mention that you went to get some, nothing wrong with that. And she thought maybe you were stalking her. I get, talking to you, likes to be sarcastic and laid back, which I get you. So I think maybe what we've got going on here is sarcastic manner. She took that more offensively and didn't get the joke, okay? And it can go either way.
I was listening. She said somebody rode a bicycle.
Okay.
All right. She said I heard that. I didn't pull my bicycle off the back of my car. Here, put it on, and then 2 minutes later, walk over there.
Yeah.
I did not do that. I think she has me confused with somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I walked over there several times. I've been here since about 5 a.m. Okay. I got here.
I've seen your car out here today.
You may have seen it at the Walmart too. I've been hanging on the side.
Walmart, but I've seen you kind of out.
I've been there. Okay, you have seen me walking around?
I've seen you.
Just today. But I was for the past 3 days. I was parked in the Walmart parking lot, just hanging out. So me for hanging out. If I was there this morning, so I moved over here.
Okay.
To prevent that, throughout the morning, every hour, every couple hours, I'd walk over because I have YouTube.
The deal is private. Generally, don't like people just hanging out unless they're here to.
I understand. I'm telling you that what the rules were exactly. You're actually enforcing them.
Yeah, generally with people hanging out, kick them loose and get them out of here because they don't want people just loitering around.
Yeah,
private property, whether they're open or not.
Here during when it used to be open. I've never been here before.
It gets busy when there's.
How busy does it get? I got here. I got in this city 3 days ago.
Yeah.
All right. I've been coming from the Texas area. I've been up and down the country all around.
The wind takes you out.
Yeah. But I've only been here 3 days. I've been kind of logging it. I have a bit of a
travels, huh?
Yeah, and I have a track record for that. So I don't know what if it goes back to this bicycle riding thing and then coming back here, she's mistaken me. And yeah, I made some logs on here. Me just making observations. Those that show up on here, they actually have dates and times.
Yeah. We'll have to check you out sometime on YouTube. I'm not saying that. I'm
just trying to say that this Samsung records dates and times. You'll see.
Pretty much all electronic devices that.
Well, no. Samsung is the only one that does it. I wish all of them did it. Only the Samsung does it. So.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do, bud. Okay, I'm just gonna talk to. We all got to talk to him.
Who's the boss?
This fella right here. He's the big man.
What's the name?
Hey. Just hang out for me, all right? And once we're done,
Rogers.
We'll get you going and go from there. Okay.
You're just detaining. You're detaining me.
Yes, right now you are detained. You're not free to go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So just hang tight for a second.
All right.
Ultimately, the police decided to release this citizen, but under the condition that he leave the area. This highlights the need for police to be cautious and thoroughly consider their actions before suggesting the arrest of anyone.
All right, Travis, here's what we're gonna do out here,
All
okay?
right.
Like I told her, I'm gonna document your side, I'm gonna document her side,
All
okay? Which happens, but regardless, I'll put what you guys both said, okay? I will give you a case number. I'll save the paper. If you want it, I can give it to you. It's up to you. But I'll write you a case number in case you want it. And go from there, okay? Otherwise, once we are free to go, I'm gonna kick you loose property, okay?
Yeah, I figured it was gonna turn into that thanks to her.
It happens. But
I just need, like, I didn't really. I can drive back to the Walmart parking lot, I guess. You don't want me on this park.
Whole area here on this side is New Market Square, okay? Until you get to Target. What? Target, I believe, is not associated. Street, all this is all New Market Square, okay?
I never really seen I kind of was watching, but the Walmart property.
Walmart could have their own people that come out there because it's big, but
you're saying all the Walmart parking lot is what you put guard.
Yep, this whole area is so I can get your case number and go from
Interesting.
there.
All right.
2601, sorry. I've seen my case.
From this situation, it is clear that any request for arrest or accusation from the police must be based on reasonable suspicion. Furthermore, adherence to the law and respect for citizens' rights are crucial. Only then can society achieve fairness and genuinely reflect the spirit of democracy. Moving on to the next situation, will citizens' rights continue to be violated or will they be protected? Let's wait and see.
Security doesn't want you doing it. You do have to leave.
But what law would that be, though? And you couldn't say trespassing because I'm on public property. Engage in a...
Recently in downtown St. Louis, Missouri, an auditor was present in front of the city hall with a sign supporting the homeless. However, he was approached by a security officer who suspected he was panhandling at the entrance of the city hall. According to the First Amendment, citizens have the right to free speech in public areas. Even if this person were panhandling, it is still a legal act under the Constitution. The security officer's deliberate attempt to hinder the auditor's actions clearly shows a violation of his rights.
Public entrance is on the other side of the building there, but I'm just trying to get as many people. God bless the homeless. God bless the homeless.
You gotta take it off the bus.
Huh?
You gotta take it off the city hall.
Take what off?
Take it to the street.
Why is that?
So we gotta go in the front? Yeah, you gotta go in the front, over here to the left. Come on, you know why.
Explain why.
Come on.
Wait, you're giving me directives. I'm trying to figure out what the directives are and why. Who said I was panhandling?
Well, are you or not?
I mean, that's... did you hear me panhandling?
Well, it's a simple question. Are you or not?
You hear me say, God bless the homeless.
Okay.
And even if I was panhandling, you know that is protected free speech?
Not on City Hall property.
You can. This is definitely a place where our rights are to the most extreme here on the City Hall property.
Okay.
You all right, man?
Huh?
You all right?
Are you? Okay.
So I was figuring out if you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. God bless the homeless. Uneducated, whatever he is over here. Telling me I'm panhandling, even if I was, you know, that's protected free speech. I think he was mocking me or something, and I don't even know. So these city ordinances are unconstitutional, and we are definitely not going to let them violate our rights.
I thought the police had come to arrest the auditor, but surprisingly, they made a different decision. The police acknowledged that although there were some conflicts between local policies and constitutional regulations, they chose to respect the auditor's civil rights in this situation. This is truly a positive sign, showing that citizens' rights are still protected in challenging times.
As there are two bike patrol officers rolling through. Hopefully they just keep on rolling. How you doing? Doing good.
We got a call up here that you're up here asking. Somebody called us about it.
Was it the guy in the green there?
Well, somebody else actually called us, but he was talking to us about it. So
specifically was asking for money?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, that's a false police report. I've got everything.
Doing our job.
Yeah, coming up and talking.
So what is your business here?
So I'm just next to homeless to people who come out, and whoever I see walk through the door. Some people I'm not talking to. I saw some people with just engaged in First Amendment activity here. So Yep, under City Hall. Yep. He said something about a panhandling. Okay.
There's some stipulations.
Yeah, because like I mean, I know aggressive panhandling is illegal, but it's protected under the.
Depends on where you ask for money at. If it's on a corner, it's not a problem. But
City Hall. Yeah.
It's private property.
No.
We've got this thing that's got stipulations.
Just if it's like.
Yeah, I could understand private property, but this is definitely public property.
You do have to leave.
But what law would that be though? And you couldn't say trespassing because I'm on public property.
You'd be disobeying a lawful order too.
From a security officer?
Oh yeah.
They can't give me lawful order.
So how about this? If people are...
I'm very educated about this.
Right, no,
yeah, so I'm letting like this is and
you can be can't ask for money though.
Not that you're panhandling.
Yeah, not that you are.
Through it with you guys, but like if I were panhandling, it is protected free speech.
Depends on the circumstance. When we have a city ordinance, you could fight it in court with.
No, that's a big win because I've done it before. But
this is we're talking about city ordinances, which sometimes conflict with.
Right, I agree with you guys there.
We're not here to argue.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking for money or anything. Just saying God bless them.
We'll make sure that the people that.
Yeah, I was just that guy in the white shirt. I don't know who he is, but he came up to me first and was like, "You can't be here."
Something that's abnormal.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, this isn't right." Whatever.
Yeah.
You do this.
Well, I'd say it might not be the location, but
said more often.
Yeah, it should be. I just.
Everybody knows that is making complaints.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate you. You guys get good workouts on those bikes?
Sometimes.
They ride out too.
The heart of downtown is where we actually patrol, which is inside 14th.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I saw you guys got a new facility. Is that right?
Not yet.
Not yet. They're in the works of it. Okay. Specifically for the bike patrol. Okay.
Hopefully that encourages people to
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I appreciate you. I'm only going to be out here for like 5 more minutes. So, yep. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, you saw everything. Called the police, saying that I was asking for money. You guys heard that is. And I wonder if it was that guy in the green. I don't believe anybody actually called the police. If they did so, that's absolutely absurd that they would lie to the police like that. 2 or 3 more minutes and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Unconstitutional. It violates our rights as citizens to exercise and free speech. It seemed like one of the officers was very well educated, knew what was going on, and the other one was.
From this situation, we see that citizens' rights are respected. However, in everyday life, things don't always go smoothly. Therefore, we advise you to enhance your legal knowledge to protect yourself when facing similar situations. Let's move on to the final situation of today. Guess what interesting events will unfold?
This officer, he arrested him. Maybe he knew who he was. I'm sure he did know who he was. So if it was retaliatory, then we have a problem. So what I'm here for is I know the complaint doesn't go through you.
The incident begins inside the 25th District Police Station in Chicago, Illinois, where individuals are present to complain about the police arresting a man in a nearby park. They point out that there were no signs indicating that the park was closed and express deep concern about the police's failure to provide any information regarding this arrest.
What's up, sir? Some information. There was an incident probably about a half an hour ago, right? So I'm at home and I see where a couple of your officers and Officer Keel, star number 1, put him in cuffs. Now I know the proper procedure to make a complaint. What I'm here for is they gave him no documentation in regards to this detainment. Any numbers that are going to correspond with that, whether it's an investigatory stop receipt, or, I mean, I'm assuming, I believe their claim, you'd have to talk to them, is that they were in the park after hours. Now, there was no sign posted that they acted, so there's no way they're going to know entering into the park that it's closed. The police were about 50 feet away. They made it 10 feet into the park, out of the park. They were in the park maybe for 2 minutes. Both of them were in the park, but they only detained him. The same gentleman that made national news when he got beat up and district, and the sole complainants were the Chicago Police Department. That case went to court yesterday, and they got over 500 phone calls at the 17th District that they protested. So unfortunately for this officer, I'm sure he did know who he was. So if it was retaliatory, then we have a problem. So what I'm here for is I know any information. I need to know why he didn't get an investigatory stop receipt. I want to know why he didn't get any information. Stops, any numbers to give them to me.
All right, you want to take a sit down? Let me pass along to the sergeant.
PN News.
Yeah.
When faced with the mistakes of their colleagues regarding violations of civil rights, I expected the police to provide a satisfactory explanation to clarify the right and wrong in this situation. However, instead, they responded vaguely, showing not only a lack of responsibility, but also a disregard for citizens' right to oversee police activities, a right protected by the First Amendment.
Sir, what I'm hearing regarding the ISR receipt, they're working in the ISR right now. He said that you guys were free to go. And you replied in the affirmative, and you guys were asked about 3 times. So that's the only information I have.
Wait, we were asked 3 times what?
To leave.
To leave?
Yes.
I have it on live. He never told us.
Oh, I understand. The first thing you did was hop on the sidewalk and...
You're saying you're generating the ISR receipts. I mean, I understand they were never going to give one, and so now their thing is they're generating one now. But they never planned on giving one. In fact, no, they went in his pockets, cuffed him up, put him in the back seat, and told him to follow him to the 25th district. Yep. He doesn't want to talk to us about this. He wants to keep his, clean on this. But listen, they were 5 feet inside Kevin in there when it closes, and both of them were in there for maybe a minute, 2 minutes, and then walked right back out. He had the phone in his hand. He asked him, "Are you supposed to drive your car through there?" Which they can. They can drive their car through there. And he said, "Get up." Nick was in. This gentleman was in there too, and he didn't do anything to him. So, at what point is this retaliation case where the people all over the world were calling this? I'm sure you've heard of it, right? The 17th district isn't far from here. Did you hear about that?
I don't recall that right now.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, but is there anything else? I mean, for this disturbance call?
Yeah. You're telling me that they're working on it, waiting for this.
They generated a report. The search really quick if they
the investigatory stop receipt.
No, I'm not on this case. I'm not working on it.
So you're basically telling us what now? This is all we're getting?
Right now that's.
Well, can I get a list of names of all the officers that were on the scene?
There was like 3 other people. I mean, I have them all ID on video.
Calling her for the radio. On the radio? For the radio room. Lynn's calling her for the radio.
Oh, he's giving an excuse to leave. I mean, there's 2 people in here and they can't even keep a conversation for 10 seconds. Jesus H. Christ, go to the radio room.
Why is this?
Commission of a crime or about to commit a crime, because there was nothing there saying that park was closed. Yeah. So what are you selectively, biaisly just picking you out?
Yep.
Yeah.
How is there 2 people
Retaliation.
that robbed the bank but only
Retaliation.
one gets? I'm talking. What are you trying to do? Yeah, I bet Keel's on the.
It's supposed to be this guy's job to talk. I don't know why he's sitting down.
But I want this sergeant's name because he's important. We got. Did you? No, don't worry. Just do it. This thing like that. Was he in here before?
No.
The handling of this situation by the sergeant and the officers at the 25th District Police Station is genuinely disappointing. They ignored the constitutional rights of citizens, raising an important question. Are our rights being enforced properly?
Sir, Sergeant, we're just asking. So we understand you got a job to perform. You weren't even out there. You did nothing of this. This problem came to your field. Those 2 officers, do they have partners that they were with tonight that would obviously be on the scene?
They are partners.
Oh, those 2 are partners.
Those 2 are partners.
Figure out the rest. So, I didn't come in here trying to start a problem. But you gotta understand, this guy just made nationwide news. The day they don't come to court, and they're the sole complainants. And he's the only one arrested when they were both in the.
Nobody was arrested.
No, they were detained.
He was just the subject of an investigatory stop.
Exactly, but yet he didn't get a ticket.
For being in the
investigatory stop receipt, which
that's all explained.
Customary.
That's all explained and recorded on the video.
Yeah. The way they did it wasn't right, so.
All right, you guys have a good night, okay?
You too, Sarge. Next open mic night, Sarge, you gotta go there.
You'll talk to my lawyer soon.
You'll talk to next time, Sarge, I promise. That's them laughing.
You're gonna talk to my lawyer.
This guy got a smile all the time.
In summary, it is crucial for the police to clearly understand and enforce the law to protect citizens' rights. Furthermore, maintaining calmness and responsibility in communication with the public not only helps build trust, but also creates a cooperative environment where everyone feels respected and heard. Thank you for watching today's video. The tense situations we've explored highlight not only the courage of the auditors, but also remind us of the importance of protecting individual rights in a democratic society. Always remember that in difficult times, understanding and awareness of our rights can help us stand strong. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share to help spread this message to more people. We'll see you in the next videos to continue exploring more interesting and important stories. See you next time.